Hi everyone, my name is Alexis Newline, Miss Universe Petite 2023, and today we will be reading Bee by the Sea from author Jo Byatt. Bee loved lions. No one knew more about lions than Bee. Bee thought about lions all day long. What do they eat for breakfast? Would lions like a bubbly bath? Do lions visit the dentist? And how many teeth do they have? How fast can lions run? One day, Mom said, "It's a lovely morning. Let's go to the beach." "Do we have to?" asked Bee. "Can't we just stay and play here?" Bee didn't like sand at all. It was too gritty, too sticky, and too scratchy, especially when it got between her toes. Bee put her boots on and packed her lion stuff. "I'll pretend I'm a lion," she thought. "They aren't afraid of anything." Bee was a bit wobbly, but she managed to hop from rock to rock without touching any sand. "Wow!" exclaimed Mom. "Look at those sand sculptures. They're amazing!" But Bee was far too busy not touching the sand. All of a sudden, she tripped over something and fell flat on her face in the sand. Bee frantically brushed the sand off her face. "Hello, I'm Sand Lion," boomed a loud voice. "Who are you?" "I'm Bee," she replied. "I don't like sand, and I'm covered in it. And where is my boot?" "You're missing out," replied Sand Lion. "Come and see." "Making footprints in the sand is much better with your boots off," explained Sand Lion. "Oh," Bee squealed, "it feels so scratchy." Sand Lion thought she was doing really well. They listened to the sound of the sea. "It's just like your roar," giggled Bee. They built a giant sandcastle. They made a big sand angel and a little sand angel until Bee was covered in sand. "I guess sand isn't so bad," said Bee, "but I think I'll wash it off my hands now." She looked up. "What's the matter, Sand Lion?" "I don't really like water," he shivered. "It's okay when you get used to it," said Bee. "Let's try jumping over these little waves." Bee thought Sand Lion was doing really well. At the end of the day, it was time to go home. "The tide's coming in," Mom shouted. "Let's go, Bee." "See you tomorrow, Sand Lion," smiled Bee. "We'll have such fun." The next morning, Bee couldn't wait to get to the beach. "Slow down," laughed Mom. "I thought you didn't like sand." But when they arrived, there was nothing left of the sand sculptures. The sandcastle had gone, and Sand Lion had disappeared too. Bee felt sad. She sat down on the sand and looked out to sea. The roar of the waves reminded her of Sand Lion's voice. She remembered all the fun they'd had, and she knew just what to do. I had so much fun reading this book with you today. Bee by the Sea. Bee loves lions and knows everything there is to know about them. She lives by the beach, but doesn't like sand one little bit. One day, her mother persuades her to visit the beach, where she meets a sand sculpture of a lion who's afraid of water. Their developing friendship helps each of them to overcome their anxieties. But the next day, the lion has disappeared. How will Bee cope? A funny and tender book about the mutual support of friendship, the acceptance of loss, and the resilience needed to accept change. Thank you for joining me for this reading today, and I so look forward to hear what you're going to read next.